Hi kids, it's Mr. Hajdukovic. We are reading The Chocolate Touch. You should be on chapter 6, which is page 42 in your book, and we will read all of chapter 6. So please follow along in your book as I read the story to you. When the others had been excused to go out for mid-morning play, John had to go stand by Miss Plimsoll's desk. "John," Miss Plimsoll said, "you mustn't make up silly stories to excuse your failures. I must have the truth. What did you do with your pencil?" "This is it," John said, showing Miss Plimsoll the pointed stick of chocolate. "Really it is. It changed." "What do you mean, it's changed?" Miss Plimsoll demanded. "That's my pencil," John tried to explain, "only it isn't the same anymore. Nothing stays the same today if I put it into my mouth. The same thing happened when I chewed my gloves. They were chocolate too." "John," said Miss Plimsoll slowly, "do you feel all right?" "Yes, thank you," John said. "I feel all right, except," he added, "I'm getting so thirsty. The water from the water fountain turned to chocolate, and so did the water upstairs. I would like a drink of cold water." "Yes, John," Miss Plimsoll said. She suddenly looked pale. "You run out and play with the others. I'm going to have a talk with the nurse." "And John," Miss Plimsoll said, as he started toward the classroom door, "here's another pencil. Be a good boy and try not to lose it. I'm afraid I'll have to keep this piece of chocolate until school's out. You know we don't allow anyone to eat candy in class." Miss Plimsoll put the slightly chewed chocolate pencil in her desk drawer, and John went out to look for Susan. He found her skipping rope with two girls in his class. John usually scorned skipping rope. He preferred hide-and-seek, tag, FBI, and spies, kick the can, or any other good exciting game. Jumping up and down in one place just to avoid being hit by a rope seemed silly to him, but he was sorry for having spoiled Susan's silver dollar, and he was willing to make a sacrifice. "Susan," he said. Susan continued to bounce on one foot as her two friends swung the rope over and under, over and under, over and under her. She didn't seem to notice John. "I'll skip with you," he offered. Susan stopped, and the rope was caught by her shins. "Let's try doubles, backwards," she said, but not to John. She ignored John. "You go first, Betty. Alan, you go second. I'll go last. The one who does it the most time gets the first slice of my birthday cake." Susan looked at John, raised her eyebrows, shut her eyes, and stuck out the tip of her pink tongue. Then she turned back to the girls and smiled. Ellen whispered in Betty's ear, and Betty whispered in Susan's ear. Then all three of them looked at John and at each other again and burst out laughing. "Oh, Susan," John protested. "I didn't mean to do it. The trouble is there's something magic about me today. Everything I put into my mouth turns to chocolate." The girls giggled. "You wouldn't like it," said John, who was beginning to feel sorrier for himself than he had ever felt before. "I think it's getting worse," he added reproachfully. "At first, just the part in my mouth turned to chocolate, but when I nibbled the end of my pencil, the whole pencil changed." "Pooh," said Susan. The others hooted with glee. "Maybe I'll get sick and die," John warned. "Maybe I'll turn to chocolate myself. Then you'll be sorry." "I don't believe one word about the chocolate," Susan said, "and if it was true, you'd be glad, because all you ever like eating is chocolate." "If you don't believe me," John retorted, "just you give me that skipping rope and I'll prove it." The girls looked questioningly at each other for an instant, but as they hesitated, the bell rang and it was time to go back to the classroom. The rest of the morning passed slowly for John. He was afraid that his mother was going to be cross about the missing gloves. She might not accept the excuse that he had eaten them. He regretted his messed up arithmetic test. He was sad about Susan's anger and disbelief, and he was getting terribly thirsty. Once during geography and once during art, he was excused to get a drink of water. Both times, however, he swallowed nothing but sweet chocolate. His mouth was getting stickier and sweeter and drier by the minute. Now that we finished the chapter today, boys and girls, we're not quite done yet. I want you to try something for me. And you've done this before, but it's been quite some time. So we're just going to try it and see how it goes. And if it goes well, great. If it doesn't, then we can try something else next time. But on your Schoology page in your calendar, underneath where it says the Chocolate Touch and the video is there, there's a link. And it says the Chocolate Touch summary of chapter 6. When you get to finishing the story, what I want you to do is go back to your calendar page and I want you to click that link. And when you click that link, I'm going to try this and see what happens. And if it doesn't work on my screen, then I'll pause it and reset it to show you. But please stay watching the video. It looks like that part didn't work. So what I'm going to do is pause it and try something different. Okay, so I did get it to work, but I can't show you exactly what it's going to look like because when I open this link, it's going to open a new window and it's going to cut from the video. So what I want you to do again, I'm going to tell you these directions again. I want you to go back to your Schoology page, the one that looks like this. And the only difference between this one and the one you'll see is that there'll be the video recording here. So right underneath where you click the video recording, you'll click on the Chocolate Touch summary of chapter 6, and that will open up your new page. And in your new page, it's just a Padlet, and we've done those before, but only once or twice. All you're going to do is type in 1 or 2 sentences about what you read. What did John do? What did Susan do? Where were they? And what was happening in the story? Those are different questions you can answer. So just 1 or 2 sentences, and then it automatically saves for you. Just close the screen out and move on to Grammar Minute 3. Just give it a try. And if it doesn't work within 5 minutes and you can't figure it out, then just stop. It's okay. Thanks, boys and girls. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.